we as psychologists and counselors need to be alert, watching out for the warning signs, the manifestations that tell us that all is not well. And just to mention a few, when somebody says they have problems falling asleep, problems staying asleep, problems with eating, isolation, when they feel like they don't want to be with the rest of the members of the society, when their energy levels are low, when they are feeling helpless and hopeless, when they're in that space where they are feeling tempted to use and abuse drugs, when there is confusion, forgetfulness, anxiety, fear, emotional outbursts, hallucinations, name them. I can go on and on and on, but I'm remembering I was only given 10 minutes. There's a gentleman called Murphy, who we quote a lot when we look at the theory of disaster management. And Murphy said that if something can go wrong, it will. And he was saying that we need to be prepared as a society so that we can deal with issues when they go wrong. And one of the things that came out of this statement is that if you leave things to themselves, they will only grow from bad to worse. Mnanielewa? And now we have already seen that we are looking at society and there are telltale signs of things going wrong in matters mental health across the board. And we are saying it's not time to sit pretty anymore. It is time to act. It is time to intervene. In one of the ways then to maintain the positive mental health is getting professional help. And not just professional help. When the county representative was here, she has told us that they are even training volunteers. So as we talk about professional counseling, let us also appreciate the role that is being played by the para-counselors. And I'm saying it is time that institutions and organizations that are dealing with counseling as a profession need to also bring on board their para-counselors, those people who are not exactly professionals, but people who will be able to nab these issues at the bud when they are coming up. As I finish, because I was supposed to dwell on the relationship or the role of counseling to mental health, I now want to say that then counseling comes in very strongly as a helping relationship when these issues come about. A relationship between a trained professional who is a counselor and the client. And I thank God that that play came in just before. You saw the counselor here, you saw the psychologist, and you saw the client. And they're going to be in a relationship. The relationship is professional. And this relationship, fortunately, is not like the one we get when we go to hospital. So it's not prescriptive. The two are going to sit together, and through this professional relationships, the client is going to be helped to do a number of things. And one of them is to clarify the issues. Our client, Hannah, is going to sit with the psychologist, the counselor, and they are able to clarify what issues Hannah is facing. And not just that, because through talking, they will also help the counseling process is going to help this client identify the goals. Yani, she's able to know what is ailing me, where am I, where do I want to go, and how do I want to get there in a process of goal setting and a process of decision making. And at the turn of event, as this relationship advances, you will see the client being helped, to deal with those issues that are causing the emotional turmoil that is causing her feel the things that they are feeling. It also will seek to improve communication, coping skills, and everything in between, including relationships, so that they can strengthen their self-esteem. When a person gets to that level where Hannah was and she is fearing that she is a mwenda, si mnaelewa mwenda ni nani? Mwenda wazimu. When she gets to that level, it's a very, very insecure position. It is a space that really diminishes one's self-concept and even self-esteem. And this is where the counselor comes in, so that this can be bound up, so that this can begin a healing process that is going to take to make this client now be able to chart their own way forward. The counselor does not tell the client what to do, but provides that environment in which the client is able to resolve their own issues their own way. Sijui kama tunaelewana. So sio kwenda kuambiwa what to do, is being helped in a space that is professional to be able now to identify your own goals and to make a decision as to how you're going to be a master of your own life moving forward. And the end result, without saying so much, is that the counseling process will actually be very instrumental in effecting behavior change, so that those behaviors that are malfunctional will now be changed to become functional, so that this person can now become a functional person in the community. And in the end, they will obtain what we can call the optimal mental health. So we have seen counseling as a process, facilitating behavior change and helping the client to establish and maintain healthy relationships that may not have been there, as well as enhancing the ability to cope. As we are talking about decision making and enhancing the decision making process in the client, this is what I want to say. Every one of us here, present here today, becomes a stakeholder in this important space of mental health. And I want to pose a challenge to each one of you, that we need to become ambassadors of mental health in the spaces where we find ourselves, starting from the family to the community, to the institutions where we are working, and everywhere else, including the churches which we attend. And as we move out of this place as ambassadors, please remember that it also begins with you, this mental health. And currently, there is a conversation among the professionals that they need to strengthen talk therapy, especially at the family level. You know, because we are saying, before we have that person whom we are committing into a mental institution, we may look at the family. And like last week I was at Mathare and I was asking myself, between this young person who is committed in this place because of abuse by the parents, physical and sexual abuse, who really should be in the institution? Is it the young person or is it the parents? It's the parents, isn't it? And so we are saying in society there are a lot of sick people. And I'm using that word sick with a lot of caution. And please let us tujitume as ambassadors of mental health, so that in the places where we are keen, we are so keen that we're going to identify who is it that is having those very subtle symptoms, and then we approach them and we be able to offer help. Because unless we help, this society is going to a place where we are not going to be happy about. Now, for a lack of time, I want to stop there, but I want to say that this conversation should continue at the various fronts that are represented here. And thank you very much with St. Paul University, and I think it is time that Madam from the county, Lydia, and the others take it up as a very, very serious commitment so that our society can be functional. Thank you very much.